And then also like how's the music industry been so far for you? Has it been receptive in terms of what the kind of music that you are trying to push?
Look, I think the industry, we are all trying to open it up. The good thing is, if we have more movements doing this same type of thing, that trying to create that culture,
consistent.
Yeah. So sometimes people want to look at it as competition, but always look out for collaborators.
Yeah.
So if you see people that are your like-minded people, you find spaces where you almost do the same thing, or maybe grow from whatever it is that the next person is doing, and that way you are almost inclusive, and it's easier to grow that way. But if you create those small spaces to seem like it's competition, I don't think that will grow. So how I see it is, if people are open-minded and not think about who's boss, who's good, who's bad, and look more around what the music it is that you want.
We're now in the second hour of the show. The time right now is exactly 4 o'clock. It's Sunday Vibes with myself, Khosikgadi, the DJs, and Mundanisi, and we just heard an amazing mix from the amazing Trev the Japanese. Now, I'm going to speak a little bit about him there. Trev the Japanese, Guyana-born music maestro, who has bounced and recognized by the music, passion for music, and spans decades and genres, and cultural producer with the entertainment and creative spheres. Trev has been flaring up the dance floors and captivating audiences since 2004. His love and appreciation for music began at home. Music was solid bond for his family. His grandfather, from both the maternal and paternal sides, were music composers. Oh, nice. And his mother was in the church choir that Trev was also a member of. So today we have the pleasure of having the amazing Trev, who has not only worked on events locally as well as internationally as well. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Trev the Japanese. How are you?
Hi, no.
I wish we had like burr, 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 and like,
why don't you have it?
We'll put it on.
we'll put it on. That was such a beautiful mix. I don't even know what genre to call that. Like, what do you call that?
You see, it's exactly what I was saying to you, that if we say we're doing Neo Soul and we're doing Boza, so there are many overlaps on the sound. So I try to mix the different continents that have influence in the music. So you probably had music from South America, from South Africa, from Japan, from the North America. So you probably hear it as one thing.
Yeah.
But they are all connected. But I think I focused mostly on the percussions today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the theme of the mix today, basically.
Yeah.
That was
right
so
there
nice.
behind there. Oh no, there's this song. Oh, okay. There's this song. Oh no, there's this song. Oh, okay. Yeah.
On the spot.
Yeah.
So the Brazilian ones were mostly body percussions.
Yeah.
I'm sure you had
the acapellas.
you just had people just hitting themselves. Yeah.
Wow, it was
It's
amazing.
amazing.
Hey?
Yeah.
So like some of the reason why you started, basically it says in your bio that it's a family thing. When did you officially decide, like, you know what, I'm doing this?
I wouldn't say there's an official date, because now I may be defining or preempting the expiry date.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's something that has just been there. But I think back in 2008, six somewhere. I mean, you go to clubs and you listen to music and you hear that actually there's something missing here.
Yeah.
There's something that can bridge bridge the gap.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would ask some of the guys, say, you know what, if the club is opening at 10, open it at 8 o'clock. Let me start at 8 o'clock, and then we'll catch up. We'll catch up later on. So so as to put together the sounds that I felt were missing. And I think, unfortunately for me, it seems like most of the guys seem like I'm an opening DJ. I can be an anything DJ. Yeah, I can be an anything DJ. But that's where and how it started for me. We're just trying to create that missing link.
I also want to find out, I see you performed in stages in Munich, Manchester, Brazil, and Tokyo.
Yeah.
How was that like?
Tokyo, and Tokyo and Munich comes tops. I mean, the audience there is open-minded.
Yeah.
Quite Brazil as well. I should say open-minded. I mean, you are free to play jazz at midnight.
Yeah.
And no one would even come ask you why are you doing this. Why are you doing this? So it's almost about what you wanna do, and actually that's what we're trying to create with the movement that we've started. I mean, we started as avant-garde, but now I also have Trev Toba. It's exactly what we are trying to do. Have something for the people that are not exactly looked after. You would say so. Create a space for people to be comfortable to present any kind of music that they want to.
That is so nice. So for you, is it like an exchange of our African sounds with theirs, or it's a whatever you're passionate about thing?
So the origin will always be Africa.
Yes.
The origin will always be that. So I think most of these sounds are anchored around what Africans used to do. So you would hear a lot of. Although I love more soul in terms of musically sounding stuff, but you will hear a lot of the music that. The dominance there is on percussions and drums, all kinds of drums.
Yeah, and then some of the stages that you've performed in South Africa, like Opikopi, Home Lover Friend, The Dig, Tequila Gang, and some of that. How has that experience been and shaped you for where you are right now?
Yeah, I think the thing with me is sometimes I almost appear like the guy that doesn't care. So it's for me it's more about, do I love it? If I don't love it, why am I doing it? So if I'm playing music, I could ask that what are you expecting?
Yes.
I'll probably work around what I think would be a lot more appealing. Yes, it becomes difficult to play for crowds that are stiff, so to say. But if there's more time, I actually find it a lot more comfortable. And actually, if there's more DJs, in reality, I don't care, because there will be other people that will entertain people. So I'll probably be there. Your memory will be, that guy was boring, but one day you'll remember.
You'll remember.
Yeah. One day you'll remember.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
And then also, like how's the music industry been so far for you? Has it been receptive in terms of what the kind of music that you are trying to push?
Look, I think the industry, we are all trying to open it up. The good thing is, if we have more movements doing the same type of thing, that trying to create that culture,
consistent.
Yeah. So sometimes people want to look at it as competition, but always look out for collaborators.
Yeah.
So if you see people that are your like-minded people, you find spaces where you almost do the same thing, or maybe grow from whatever it is that the next person is doing, and that way you are almost inclusive, and it's easier to grow that way. But if you create those small spaces to seem like it's competition, I don't think that will grow. So how I see it is, if people are open-minded and not think about who's boss, who's good, who's bad, and look more around what the music it is that you want to or the culture that it is that you want to create.
Push,
that's how it is.
Because I also want to talk about Trev Toba. Speaking about that, it's we're thinking.
And I see you brought international
people.
Yeah. So it goes with you from playing out overseas, like you were saying, that you're trying to collaborate with the outside world to bring one thing together.
Yeah. So somehow the funny thing is, you will think people don't know. People know. So one of the artists, your anchor that you were featuring today, somebody reached out to say, hey, we've got this guy, we've got this guy available. Don't you want to do something with? Don't you want to do something with him? So we'll see. But this year we've got it's on the 25th of October. We've got Zoe, tall black guy, and they're featuring Deborah Bond. We've got Dusty from Germany. There's still another artist from Japan that we're going to announce soon, and a whole host of local artists. So yeah, that should be quite interesting.
Like judging from the one from last year, I'm
don't want to
thinking
miss
you're going
this one.
to
No, you definitely don't.
The NT is going to be a little bit higher this year.
You definitely don't, because the space there, it's the safest space you can be in. I mean,
it's beautiful.
Yeah, we've got 2 floors, people playing whatever music that you're playing on each of the floors. No one's coming there to bother you. No one's doing anything. So
yeah,
whatever it is that you want to explore it or experiment. It's there. That's the space. That's the space for you.
Nice one. How much are tickets and where can people find them?
the tickets are on the Trevtober website. We have different stages. We've had the early bird, super early bird,
sold out,
which were about 350 sold out. We had early birds with about 400 sold out. Now we're on the advanced stage, which is almost out there at 500. But for the late comers,
the last minute,
the last minute guys, it will be 650. But trust me, that
it's worth
it. That will be worth it. In reality, it's not even. It doesn't even cover the production cost.
True.
Yeah. Plus bringing Zoe and Tall Black Guy
for 350.
Yo, bro, it's so worth it. Yeah. Okay, and then on your socials, where can people find you if they want to follow you or see you performing yourself?
On Instagram, it's at Trev the Japanese or at Trevtober.
Yeah.
On Facebook, it's Trev the Japanese.
Yes.
And then on X, it's at Trev the Japanese. Yes.
Yeah.
Now I would like some advice to an upcoming DJ, producer, aspiring, who wants to see themselves doing great things like yourself. What can you say? Like you mentioned that you played in Japan and all these countries. How can you develop yourself, or what advice can you give a young guy listening out there?
Well, I mean, there's no real formula, but of course, if you know exactly where you're going, what it is that you want to do, at some point it comes at a cost, but you obviously have to have a good links, or let me say, you create relationships, good relationships with people that you almost see as your role models, and just be a normal person that does what it is that does what it is that they want. So sometimes, I mean, you get shifted from doing certain things,
influence from friends,
you transition from what you want to do,
the society,
into something.
Because now they will say, piano.
And there's nothing wrong with piano, obviously. There's absolutely nothing wrong. But it's more about your preference. What it is that you prefer,
what you feel, what you love.
Yeah. There's a lot of piano songs I enjoy, but I know I wouldn't get behind the stage and play, but I enjoy dancing to them and listening to them. Yes, yeah.
Are there any other projects that you're working on besides Trevtober currently that you'd like to share?
Well, I think I mean there's a few things which I think we're still trying to fine tune.
Yeah.
It's almost probably going to happen not this year, in a year or two to come. I think I'd rather just hold on to that. This year, Trevtober, from now until the end. I mean, next year there's other things that we are looking at. But immediately after Trevtober, there'll be one or few announcements that you're going to hear.
All right, I saw you on social media giving a speech on stage.
And I'm not really a public speaker person.
This is so dope. We're in a suit.
I was put in a corner to say, hey, come talk about your experiences with this entity. To say, oh, okay, this is what we.
You're contributing a lot to the music
industry.
You
are definitely.
Yeah. No, that's great.
That's great. Okay, so we have to wrap it up. So for bookings, where can people find you? And then you can just mention your social media as well, and anything else that you'd like to share, and shout outs.
For bookings, it's hilarious. But the funny thing is, most people, we know each other in the circles. But yeah, it's Trev the Japanese at avantgarde to Africa. My socials, it's Facebook, it's at Trev the Japanese. Instagram, it's at Trev the Japanese and Trev Toba.
Okay, and then any shout outs before we say goodbye?
I saw that the other guy that's coming in here drinking and doing his funny things. But shout out to you guys. Thank you for the platform.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
It's an honor.
I appreciate it.
I didn't believe this. Trev is coming.
It's a big deal.
I'm like Kwaparach.
No. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been such a pleasure having you on the show today. Thank you so much for coming and taking a day out of your busy schedule, I'm sure. Yeah, it's still Sunday Vibes, and we've been hanging out with Trev the Japanese.